Everyone knows Mazda makes cars that feel special behind the wheel, but the big question is, can the brand new 2026 Mazda CX-5 really compete against giants like the Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, and Hyundai Tucson? Because Mazda didn't just tweak the formula this year. They rebuilt their bestseller with bold new design, bigger space, and tech that finally feels like it belongs in 2026. And after digging deep into everything that's changed, here are 10 reasons why the all-new CX-5 might be the smartest SUV buy of the year. Let's start with number 10, a bold new look that actually works. Mazda could have played it safe and left the CX-5's design mostly alone. Instead, they stretched the body by 4.5 inches, sharpened the lines, and gave it a stronger stance. You've got tighter taillights, bold Mazda lettering stretched across the tailgate, and dual exhausts that look cleaner but still sporty. It's not a radical redesign that scares off loyal buyers. It's refinement. From a distance, you still know it's a CX-5, but up close, it finally looks like it belongs next to premium SUVs. This kind of design evolution matters because buyers in their 50s and 60s want something sharp and upscale without shouting, "Look at me." Number 9, bigger where it counts. Passenger space. One of the biggest complaints about the old CX-5, tight rear seats. That's gone now. With the stretched wheelbase, Mazda delivered rear legroom that's finally class-leading. Rear passengers don't feel crammed anymore, and getting in and out is easier thanks to wider door openings. If you're buckling kids into car seats or hauling around grandkids, this change alone makes the 2026 CX-5 a far more livable SUV. For buyers who wanted the Mazda drive feel but skipped it because of cramped space, this fixes that deal breaker. Number 8, more cargo. Finally competitive. Cargo space was another weak spot in the last generation. The old CX-5 lagged behind the RAV4 and CR-V with just over 30 cubic feet behind the seats. The 2026 redesign pushes those numbers up closer to 37 cubic feet, right in line with Toyota and Honda. That extra room means the CX-5 isn't just about driving enjoyment anymore. It's practical for road trips, Costco runs, or long vacations. And Mazda managed to add that space without making the SUV look boxy or bloated. Number 7, screens that blow rivals away. Step inside and it's impossible to miss. Mazda finally ditched the tiny 10-inch setup and went all in. The 2026 CX-5 comes with a 12.9-inch screen standard, and top trims unlock a massive 15.6-inch display, the largest Mazda has ever offered. But size isn't the only story. The system runs Google built-in, with Maps, Assistant, and the Play Store right on the dash. No extra subscriptions, no clunky manufacturer software. And if you're an iPhone loyalist, wireless CarPlay is standard too. This leap doesn't just catch Mazda up, it leapfrogs Toyota and Honda, who are still holding back with smaller screens and slower interfaces. For anyone tired of outdated infotainment, this is a huge win. Number 6, a cabin that feels near luxury. One of the reasons the old CX-5 earned a loyal following was its interior quality. Even back then, it felt more refined than a Toyota RAV4 or a Honda CR-V, but Mazda knew it wasn't enough to just be nicer than average. For 2026, they decided to push this SUV into territory that feels genuinely premium. Step inside, and the first impression is unmistakable. This doesn't feel like a mainstream SUV anymore. The dashboard design is clean and horizontal, giving the cabin a wide, modern presence. Mazda finally embraced two-tone color schemes, layering contrasting shades of leather and trim to make the interior look rich and layered. Ambient LED lighting has been added to the doors, with selectable colors that set a calming tone at night. Small details, stitching on the seats, brushed finishes on the switchgear, make it feel like Mazda's design team studied luxury brands and decided to close the gap. Even the steering wheel tells you something has changed. The old Mazda Wings logo is gone, replaced with bold script lettering, giving it the same upscale branding they've started using on the CX-70 and CX-90. The wheel itself feels tighter and sleeker, with flatter proportions and better button integration. This isn't just a new look, it's Mazda signaling that they want you to feel like you bought something more expensive than you actually did. And here's the kicker, you're not paying luxury brand money for it. Lexus and Acura buyers are spending north of $45,000 to $50,000 for the kind of vibe Mazda is delivering here in the high 30,000s. For older buyers who appreciate craftsmanship but don't want to empty their retirement accounts on a car, that's a very compelling reason to look twice twice at the CX-5. Number 5. Standard all-wheel drive. No upsell games. Let's talk traction. In the compact SUV market, AWD is still treated like an upsell. Toyota will sell you a base RAV4 with front-wheel drive unless you pay extra. Honda does the same with the CR-V. Hyundai and Kia, same story, but Mazda said enough with that game. Every 2026 CX-5 comes with AWD standard, period. No packages, no add-ons, no second-guessing yourself at the dealership. That means whether you're driving in snowy New England, tackling muddy back roads in the South, or just want the peace of mind of extra grip on rainy highways, the CX-5 gives it to you without nickel and diming. This matters especially for buyers in their 50s and 60s. Many don't want to spend hours cross-shopping option sheets or risk buying the wrong trim. They want something simple. Buy the SUV, get the features that matter, and drive away confident. Standard AWD makes the CX-5 feel like it's built for all-weather security right out of the box without surprise costs. Number 4. Safety that stays ahead of the curve. In today's SUV market, advanced safety isn't optional, it's expected. And Mazda didn't miss the memo. The 2026 CX-5 launches with the full suite of iActiveSense driver aid standard. That means adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alert. On paper, it's what rivals like Honda and Toyota offer too. But Mazda adds a few subtle upgrades. First, the safety tech works through the massive new screen. Alerts and warnings don't just flash on a tiny corner display. They're fully integrated into the big, crisp digital cluster and infotainment interface. That makes them easier to see and easier to respond to. Second, Mazda has refined its tuning so these features feel less intrusive. One common complaint with Toyota's lane keep assist is that it feels twitchy or overly aggressive. Mazda's calibration is smoother, which makes drivers more likely to keep the systems on instead of switching them off. Number 3. A quieter, more relaxed ride. For years, one of the knocks on the CX-5 was cabin noise. Wind hiss at highway speeds, tire rumble on rough pavement, it all reminded you this was still a mainstream SUV. The 2026 model fixes that. Mazda strengthened frame joints, used better adhesives to damp vibrations, and added thicker glass where it counts. The result is a cabin that feels calmer, more like a Lexus than a compact crossover. This is especially important for buyers who spend hours on the road. Less noise means less fatigue, easier conversations, and a sense that you bought something built to last. Mazda didn't just want you to enjoy the drive, they wanted you to arrive feeling fresher and less worn out. That's a big deal for road trippers, commuters, and families alike. Number 2. Driving confidence in every situation. Mazda has always sold the CX-5 as fun to drive, but with 2026, they've tuned the SUV to be both sharp and secure. Steering is more responsive, suspension refinements make it feel planted, and the AWD system constantly shifts torque to keep you stable. Whether you're merging onto a crowded freeway or dealing with snowy back roads, the CX-5 feels ready. And while Mazda kept the familiar 2.5-liter engine at 187 horsepower, it's smoother and quieter than before. It won't outgun a hybrid RAV4 or turbo Tucson, but paired with the 6-speed automatic, it delivers a direct, traditional driving feel that many buyers still prefer. The prime competitor might have more power, but the Mazda gives you a level of confidence that's about control, not just speed. Number 1. Premium feel without premium prices. This is the core reason people will buy the 2026 CX-5. For just over $31,000 to start, you get an SUV that looks, feels, and drives like something from a luxury showroom. Step into a top-trim Premium Plus, and the 15.6-inch screen, ambient lighting, and upgraded materials make it hard to believe you didn't just spend $45,000. Mazda knows its audience. Drivers who want a car that feels special, who want comfort and class, but don't want the badge markup. With the new CX-5, you're getting Lexus vibes, Acura-like refinement, and tech that outpaces Toyota and Honda at a price that's thousands less. That's why this SUV is set to turn heads in 2026. The 2026 Mazda CX-5 isn't perfect. It's missing a hybrid this year, and some buyers may wish for more horsepower. But for those who value comfort, design, safety, and a premium experience without overspending, this SUV is hitting a sweet spot the competition can't easily match. If this breakdown helped you see whether the new CX-5 is the right SUV for you, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps this channel keep making videos that save you time time, money, and frustration when shopping for your next car.